Back in the old-timey days, before the age of Spotify and TikTok, we had other old-timey forms of media that we would rely on to find out about things like music. Before there was Netflix and Hulu and Vudu and whatever, there was TV. We had TV. And if you were really lucky, you had cable, which meant that you had MTV. And MTV would show music. Actually, MTV stands for music television. And they would just show music videos, and we would just sit and literally watch music videos, like full-length songs as entertainment on TV. And they had these people called VJs that were like DJs but for videos. And these people were really important because they would be responsible for introducing us to new music. And of course there was the radio, not like streaming radio, but like actual radio, like on the dial. And you'd have a couple local radio stations that would play different types of music. So you would listen to whatever your local radio station was that played the type of music that you most liked. And they would play all sorts of new music. My local radio station had a segment called Dig It or Ditch It, where they would play a new song and then listeners could call in, like actually on a landline phone, like beep boop boop boop, and talk to the DJ, like voice talk to the DJ and cast their vote on whether or not they liked the song. But really the best way, I think, to find new music, especially new music that wasn't often played on like your local top 40 station, was out in the wild, shall we say. And the best resource for finding music out in the wild were stores. In our day, we didn't really have online shopping. Like nobody in the 90s was comfortable putting in their credit card number into like a random website on, the net. So if we wanted something, we had to get in our car, drive to a store, and go inside and buy it. And we had whole stores just for music, for things like buying CDs. And you could sample albums at the music store. This sounds so primitive, but like when you go into a bookstore, how you can pick up a book and kind of like read a little bit of it to see if you like it, you could do that with CDs. Except for this would happen by using these big community headphones that were like on display in the music store, and you put them on and you could listen to different albums and like see if you like it, and if you did, you could buy it. But other stores were a good resource too, because stores would play all sorts of different music, and especially cool mall stores sometimes would have like cool new up-and-coming bands that like your radio stations didn't play. Sometimes those stores would even put their store soundtrack on a CD, like a free gift with purchase. That was like, if you buy a pair of jeans at American Eagle or whatever, you can get this CD of like all the songs they play in the store. This is one from Express from 2005. The most important part was after you discovered all this new music in the wild, you would compile it onto your burned mix CD. And then you would take this disc and you would give it to a friend who would then discover new music and then give it to another friend, and the circle of life continued.